Good morning, Realtors. This is Nick checking in with you. It is Thursday, January the 25th, and this is not your Monday morning update. Things have been a little hectic here at the SCR offices this week. We have a new addition to the SCR family. Our own Chelsea Faircloth gave birth to a beautiful baby girl over the weekend, which also coincides with the fact that now Chelsea is out on maternity leave. And so if you have any contact, any information that you need from Chelsea that you would normally get from Chelsea, please reach out directly to me. We wish her and baby Reagan all the best as they, recover and rest. And I guess there's no sleeping for Chelsea and her husband for the next 18 years, but it's all a blessing, and we're very, very happy for her. I've got a few updates for you. I know it's been a minute since we've talked, and there have been a number of developments in the regulatory world, the legal world, and I want to cover a few of these with you here this morning. First, let's talk about the FCC. FCC released some new rules over the holidays just a few weeks ago that are just now starting to get talked about. These rules address these robocalls from lead generation services and robo-text calls. The FCC has been playing whack-a-mole with these bad actors. I'm sure you've gotten the insurance text messages that claim to be from NAR, which are not. NAR even has their own dedicated web page. Mike, if you could remember to link that in the comments, that talks about what to do or how to, what to do in case of these text messages. There's not a whole lot you can do other than block and delete. But the FCC now takes this seriously. They probably get as many consumer complaints about this than anything else. So they've taken extra steps to address these bad actors in the robo-texting world. But the lead generation rules may have an impact on real estate. Let me explain what I'm talking about. So if you've ever done what I've done, like shopped for car insurance or home insurance, and you go online and you submit your information to one company, and then suddenly within 24 hours you've got a dozen offers and multiple emails, maybe even phone calls, sometimes it can be relentless. You don't necessarily give permission for all of these other companies to be contacting you. And that's what the FCC is trying to tackle here by creating some rules that will require one-to-one permission, meaning that in order for a company to reach out to you, whether it's insurance or real estate or anything else, they will have to have specific permission from the consumer. I think this addresses a huge consumer problem. But it may impact some of the lead generation services I know that many realtors use or subscribe to. We're waiting. I've asked NAR for a policy update on the matter. I'll have more details for you the next time we speak. But keep in mind, got some new rules to help stop some of these robo-texts and robocalls that just annoy the living daylights, I know, out of all of us. One other issue on the legal side that I wanted to mention, a few weeks ago, the plaintiffs in the class action lawsuits in Missouri filed a motion. I've got a new acronym for you, right? We've got there's always a new acronym in real estate. Here's one that you need to add to your list. It's JPML, and that stands for Judicial Panel on Multi-District Litigation. This is basically a judicial panel that decides on whether or not cases that are filed in multiple jurisdictions using the same kind of facts and maybe even the same defendants should be aggregated or consolidated together into one court. So the plaintiffs in the Missouri case, the Burnett case, have filed a motion with the JPML to consolidate some, but not all, of the copycat lawsuits in that Missouri court with the judge that oversaw the Burnett case. NAR and other defendants just this week filed a reply, additional motions on behalf of the defendants in the case, agreeing to consolidation of all the cases, not just cherry picking some, but their motion is to consolidate all the cases in the Illinois court where the first of these cases originally were filed, the Murrell case, if you're keeping up with all the case names. Just in the last few weeks, there have been several more of what I would call these copycat lawsuits filed across the country. And NAR is, I think, taking the right steps to attempt to consolidate these cases, but it's important to consolidate all of them. There's not really, doesn't make a whole lot of sense to consolidate some and allow others to move forward independently. So we probably won't have a decision from the judicial panel on these consolidation motions until later March, maybe even April. So stay tuned. We'll have more updates for you on that coming up. One, a little bit closer to home, some market news I wanted to share with you this morning. You may have read some headlines, some national headlines just in the last few days talking about how 2023 was the worst year in real estate in 20 years, or I've seen headlines even more dramatic than that. But as we've always said, right, real estate is local. Just like you can't have a national weather forecast, it's very difficult to make a national real estate forecast. As we know, the Southeast has been outperforming the rest of the country, and South Carolina in particular has been even outperforming many other states in the Southeast. So we had an incredible 2023, and it ended up, if you've seen our year-end skinny, Mike, have we released the video yet? Awesome. Make sure you see the year-end report. We'll link it in the comments here on the video today. But the year-end skinny paints an accurate picture of what the market was like in South Carolina. Lower sales, continuing issues with inventory, high interest rates definitely impacted the market last summer. But when you look at a long-term comparison, it's in the top 10 years of best sales in South Carolina. So while the market was down, certainly not what other parts of the country are dealing with right now. So we're very blessed, I think, to have the market conditions that we have. And I don't see those changing in 2024. Conditions continue to improve on the interest rate front. We're starting to see inventory pick up a little bit, but not anywhere close to where we need it to be. But the signs are positive as we go into the year. So check out the year-end skinny and get the facts that you can share with your clients and customers about what's happening in the market. Now, I hope that you follow me on Facebook, and I also post on Twitter, but not as, or X, I guess it's called now, right, Mike? But I'm really close to actually canceling my X account. I pretty much stick to Facebook, starting to post a little bit on Instagram. I haven't figured that out yet, and Mike promised he's going to teach me how to TikTok, so we'll see if we make that happen. But a few days ago on Facebook, I posted a picture of this. This is the conference guidebook to the bar convention that I attended last week, where I, as an attorney, have to complete 14 hours of CLE, continuing legal education, every single year. And the convention is an easy place to get all of the hours I need every year, plus catch up with lawyer legislators and others, other networking opportunities there that are always really, really great. But I posted online, what would the real estate industry look like if we had better education, or how would we increase the professionalism in our industry? And the comments there were overwhelming, talking about how we have the lowest bar of entry of just about any other real estate segment in the country. Our education hours are among the lowest, if not the lowest. And and there was overwhelming support in the comments. We need to raise the bar. We need better education. We need more education. You know, quality, I think, goes along with quantity. And to that end, I wanted to give you a quick update. There's legislation that is pending in the House right now, introduced by our Realtor champion, Representative Bill Sandifer, and co-sponsored by others. This legislation, I believe, addresses the professionalism issue head-on in South Carolina. And one thing you'll be pleased to see in that legislation, it addresses the continuing education hours, raises that to 16 hours every 2 years. Now granted, I know that only gets us to average, but I like average a whole lot better than below average, and that's where we are right now. So the legislation helps raise the bar, addresses broker oversight issues, requires better definitions for team advertising, and a number of other issues that we've been advocating for many, many years. I'm very excited as this legislation begins its process through the meat grinder, so to speak. You know, we've often described the legislative process as making sausage. Well, here we are with a good bill that we're going to be moving through the process with the support of our friends in the legislature. Please follow Lindsay. I got to remind, she was married over the holidays, so it's not Lindsay Jackson anymore. It's Lindsay Jackson Hutto. Please follow Lindsay's weekly legislative reports. Sometimes there also will be a video element to that as well, and she'll give you the weekly updates in a more deep dive on these issues as well. So you may have been asking, okay, I've been here for a few minutes now talking, giving you an update, and you've all been staring at these purple shoes, and you may be wondering, what are these purple shoes? And I don't know if you can see, but these shoes have some pretty cool logos on them. These are branded. This is the South Carolina Realtor Political Action Committee, the RPAC logo. This is on the right shoe, and of course the Realtor logo is on the left foot. This is, you're going to be hearing a lot about the color purple and RPAC this year. Our Capitol Conference kicks off next week. The event is sold out. The response to this year's event has been overwhelming. And the attendees are going to learn a lot more about these purple shoes. And you're going to see a lot of our realtor leadership wearing these purple shoes. And you're going to want to know how to get them and where to get them from and what you have to do to get them. And you're going to learn all about that next week. And you're going to see me wearing them as well. We're excited. Now, just to give you a little sneak preview, a lot of times when we talk politics, we kind of fall into the trap of talking, you know, red versus blue, Republican versus Democrat. Well, we're not into trying to deal with red problems or blue problems. You know, what color do you get when you mix red and blue? You get purple. And the Realtor Party is the solution party, is the purple party. And that's kind of the meaning behind the color. And you'll learn more about the shoes after attending Capitol Conference. And look for Lewis's emails in our upcoming email updates, where you can learn all about the shoes and how you can get your very own pair as well. So with that, Mike, I'm going to wrap it up. I am heading up to Durham, North Carolina tonight to meet with our North Carolina counterparts. Realtor Tony Harrington is getting sworn in as the North Carolina president, so we'll be joining them for dinner tonight. But in the meantime, I hope you all stay safe. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch up with you. Hopefully, we'll see you at Capitol Conference, and we'll catch up again with you real soon. Take care.